Because this is adorable, this bench and this cottage and the caption as well. Let's use all three. Let's get them out. Nice. I've got some heavy-duty watercolour card that I'm going to use.
Do a bit of colouring.
To stamp with these.
Nice.
Yes.
So I like seeing the smile on your face as you craft, because you epitomise what crafting should be about. It should be fun.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Okay, let's get this the right way around. Yeah. I'm going to use my ruler because the images aren't on the back. Okay. So some stamps do have this. Yeah. But I do need this upright, level. So I'm just going to use my ruler.
Good little tip.
Use the lines on my ruler.
I like that.
And I'm just going to place that. And now I can just eye up the, you know, to get that horizontally and then just unpick it. That
is a really good tip, Sue.
Thank you.
I wouldn't have thought to have done that. That's clever.
It's just thinking of ways of getting round. Oh no, I'm going to put that up that end. Because...
Have you ever been to Canada?
No. Yes, I have. That's where Niagara Falls is, isn't it?
Yeah, one side's in Canada, one side's in the UK. Yeah. Very nice place. It's kind of the only reason I mention that is it's got. You can imagine discovering a lovely little town in Canada, winter time, and it kind of takes you back to yesteryear.
Yes, yeah. And then this one I'm just going to drop about here. So I think they're in place, but I'm going to pick them up on the lid. And the beauty of having a clear lid as well, I want to make sure that caption is centralised within my image. Yeah. And I'm actually going to use the lines on my cutting mat here. So that will be kind of maybe the edge of my card. And the caption is a bit over to the left there. So I'm just going to pick it up and just move it. And the reason, Sue, just for anyone wondering why Sue was using the ruler to keep it straight, is because on the back of the stamps, you haven't got the image printed. So it was just a way, if you ever encounter stamps, and some rubber stamps, they put the image on the back, some don't. On this occasion, with Frog's Whiskers, they don't. So if you ever encounter that, it's a good way to keep everything level, just having a ruler. It's a really nice technique. Yeah, just a little tip, yes. Especially if you're stamping directly onto a card as well, and you with the caption, and you need to get that square on the edge of your card. So I'm actually using the archival ink this time because I want that fast drying action, which you'll see why in a minute. Yeah. And of course, because it is watercolour card as well, I need to do it a couple of times just to get a good enough image. Of course, you're not stamping card. That's C. And this is where a platform is so useful. Yes, yes, it certainly is. Okay, so everything's there. I'm just going to get a spare piece of paper and just clean up the stamps. Just take that remainder of that ink off. And I want to show this some colour in a quick way. So I've got 3 mini ink pads here of the distress inks, and I'm just going to use them just to directly colour these stamps. Okay. So I'm going to put blue on the caption and maybe a little bit here and there on the scene. I've got green. I might add a little bit of green as well. Colour those fir trees, dab those with the green and a bit of the foreground. Nice. And maybe the bench as well. Okay. And that lantern. And then, of course, I've got brown for the deciduous trees. Just put some on there. I'm going to spray my card now, and this is why I've got a nice thick watercolour card. So I'm going to mist that with plenty of water. Let's use these, plenty of water. And then load that on. That's it. Bash it down a couple of times just to ooze that ink out. Yeah. That's it. Oh, come on. Instant colour all over. Isn't that quick? Looks so good. And then you can add a bit more misting if you want it to bleed a bit more. And what I get really excited about this is look at the way this colour bleeds out, and it almost looks windy now. Well, do you know what? You've got the illusion of just a beautiful sky, a dramatic sky behind, and all we've done is used our inks. That is such a clever technique. And if you want a little bit more around the caption, then go for a little bit more. That's it, and just mist it a bit more. I love that. Isn't that lovely? really sort of whimsical technique, and I love the way you get surprised by just how the ink moves around.
So that is
I've
really
cut
nicely
that
done.
out.
Yeah.
I've cut that out in one I've done before.
Okay.
And this is how that I now know that my caption's central.
Yeah.
And look at this. This is like moved up in curved, like it's cloudy.
Well, you know how you're saying that sense of movement and wind driving through. It brings life to it. It gives it energy.
Yeah. I do get excited about accidents like this with inks and paints. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of twine to this because I think I like that rustic feel. So I'm just going to add a little bit of a little bow.
Nice. Yeah, I think with this kind of scene, a little bit of a rustic twine feel to it would work very well.
Yes, yes. So I'll get my glue stick. I do like a glue stick to glue down bits of yarn on the back, so I'm just making two little areas there.
Okay.
I want the bow to sit at the top there, so just fold it over.
Nice.
And then the glue stick holds. And the good thing about a glue stick is it dries on the back so that when you mount it, it doesn't go everywhere, sort of thing. And then I add some more glue stick just to secure that down. And then I want to add foam pads to this. So I've got some quick strips here to use up. Because I do like dimension, and I like to raise things up.
Yeah.
So put a bit in there and a little bit in the middle. And then I've been a bit extravagant. Yeah, and so I've used the same watercolour card to create a card base.
So if you can't be exaggerant on live TV, have I said the word wrong? If you can't go to town on TV, when can you go to town?
So I've used the same watercolour card for my card blank because I like the consistency of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then another good trick with a glue stick is that I love to go in with my craft knife and just grab a little bit of glue just to tuck it under that bow and hold it shut. And there you have it. Quite a quick colour technique.
Beautiful card that's worthy of being a bit extravagant. Nicely done, Sue. Very, very nicely done. That is such a good card. Okay, what I'm going to do, just give you a quick recap of our 7-day savers, and then we're going to head back to Sue for our final inspiration.